Hi friends, it's Tasha again. This is my super messy altar. So I wanted to start this video by showing you that life happens and not every witch has a perfect altar all the time. As you can see, mine has recently become a catch-all for my tarot cards, seeds, herbal sachets, magazines, business cards, lighters, and God knows what else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this baby up, and then I'm going to come back when it's all nice and pretty, and we are going to talk about it, and I'll give you a proper tour. So we'll be back in a little bit. Hello again, my friends. So we are back, and the altar has been fixed up and cleaned and all of that good stuff. So I just kind of wanted to give you a little glimpse in the candlelight before I turn the main bedroom light on. So I will give you a legit tour. But here's what it looks like kind of in the dark in the candlelight. So this is what I see when I come in here and light some candles. Alright, so we're back and the light's on, so hopefully you guys can see a little bit better of what we've got going on here. And I'm just going to move a little closer and start giving you a proper tour of all this wildness. So this is my June altar dedicated to the summer solstice, as well as my sign, which is Cancer, and everything else, I guess, to my spirit. My altars are never really planned. They're just kind of eclectic, and what feels right goes on it. So this is what felt right to me to represent the summer solstice and June. So always a staple on my altar are these two Anubis statues. This one got broken many, many years ago, and this one here, which is my favorite. And they're fairly big, actually, when you think about it, when you look at them. So they are my protectors. Anubis is my baby, my favorite, my god. So he is always, always on the altar. But I have other gods and goddesses as well that I worship that are just as important, I suppose. So here we have Nyx. I haven't burnt this candle yet because I'm saving it for a special dedication that I plan to do to her on a dark moon sometime when I feel ready. I want to write it and make a big deal of it. So that is her candle that I'll be using. The Anubis candle is lit right now. I've dedicated myself to him many a time. And then last but not least is this candle here, which is a candle dedicated to Lucifer and also my shadow. So it's very important that light and dark and embracing my dark side. And of course I have the Virgin Mother, who is another big part of my spiritual practice. I am definitely the calico cat of witches. And you know, I have no problem having Lucifer and the Virgin Mary on the same altar. So I know some people may think that to be offensive or inappropriate, but in my heart it feels right, so they're here. Back here we have a tarot card that I received from a friend in a tarot swap, and we also have a prayer card to the Archangel Michael, which I've had since I was a kid. This jar here is a jar of incense that I made. I'm just going to blow this candle out before I burn myself. This is incense dedicated to Venus and Saturn, and it's full of all kinds of goodies. Dragon's blood, frankincense. My gosh, I can't even read my own. Eucalyptus, lavender, peppermint, all kinds of goodies. So this is an altar that I made, or an altar, my god, I can't even talk. An incense that I recently made with some wonderful witchy friends of mine. Beeswax candle. This candle I picked up in Salem. I wish you could smell it. It smells amazing. It's a sex magic candle, so perfect for that summer kind of vibe. I haven't lit it yet because I want to go to Salem and buy another one so I can burn that one, because that's how I roll. A little lighthouse to represent the sea and summer. When I think summer, I think spending time at the beach and at the ocean, so that's why that's there. And then we have the Atlas. This is my way of sending prayers to the world, to the universe, to our earth, so that's why that's there. The salt lamp, they say it's supposed to be magical. They say it's supposed to be a deodorizer. I have a very stinky pug that lives under here, and I can tell you it is not a very good deodorizer. But it's beautiful, and it creates lovely ambience, and it's great to read by at night. This crab shell is actually really gorgeous. I'm hoping that I can pick up on some of the pattern on it. I don't know. There. Okay, it looks like cheetah print or something. So I got that at the beach when I was with some friends at a friend's beach, from a friend of mine, her favorite beach. So I've had this for a couple summers, and I have to be very careful because it's very fragile. And another representation of the goddess here. This is another thing I wish you could smell. Oh my god, I'm going to smell it for you. I made this oil last night. It's almond oil as the base, and it's sweet orange and grapefruit. So it's just a really, I'm smelling it right now, and I wish you could smell it because it just smells like oranges. It's beautiful. And it's just a summer oil that I made. I've been really getting into making my own oils and incenses and things like this as I've been progressing on my craft. I think that for me, being able to make my own products, making my own incense, oils, remedies, it was a confidence thing. So it just took me a while to get there, and now that I am, I wish I'd been making my own stuff for a long time. This is where I do spell work. So in that box, which I will show you, is a binding that I did. And there's also some petitions, some things that I've asked the goddess and God for, stuff like that. So I keep them charged in this triangle of my wands. Another little crab that I've picked up at the beach. This oil here, this is a kind of passion, love, sex oil that I keep on the altar. My altar is in my bedroom, so for obvious reasons. See here, I'm trying to get out of the light. These two fairies were given to me by my aunt years and years ago, so they're kind of special. She's a witch, so they are on the altar. Another representation of the goddess and her mother fertility aspect that definitely reflects the season. In this jar is sand that I collected from the beach that we did our Beltane ritual on. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with the sand yet, but once I find a purpose, I'm sure I will have something magical to use it with. This elephant here, I can get a good shot of him, to me represents the earth. He also represents Behemoth, the demon of gluttony. He represents my shadow, so that is the animal version of my shadow and my darkness, which is present on the altar because I am no longer afraid of my darkness. I've embraced it and loved it as a part of myself. Cute little fairies having a little swing. I love the kind of fairy imagery of Beltane and Midsummer. And just a little feather that I had that I think belonged to my friend's parakeet. So I think that's everything that is on the altar. And this is where I will be spending my time doing my devotions and working any magic that I'm inspired to do over the next little while. Please comment and let me know what you think. And if you're interested in seeing more videos or stuff like this, please subscribe to my channel because I plan to continue to share my wonderful and interesting and odd craft with you wonderful, lovely people. Thanks for coming by tonight, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.